Hello everyone, this is Orphan9078 here, and I apologize I haven't done one vlog in a while. It's just that I didn't have much, I seriously didn't have much to talk about throughout the past few weeks. And really, the only videos I've only posted right now, uh, after the Let's Play Measure Vision, you saw about two videos, two of which are parodies, the one with the Tomorrow's Christmas Evening, and with the parody of CinemaSins. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the CinemaSins parody just yet. At least I don't think. This is I'm gonna, as you're gonna see from the title, I'm gonna be talking about the New Year's Eve vlog, and I know it's actually rather late to doing this now because I'm actually now recording this on January 8th, so it is rather late, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to do that right now, earlier, but I didn't have much motivation to do it, or just, well, not exactly motivation, I just didn't feel like talking throughout the week when 2014 hit. So, yeah, and I'm still kind of getting used to, saying 2014 right now, because it is, like, almost every time, when you go to a new year, to the next year, it's kind of like a number or something to get used to, because you've used to the previous year so much and saying it. So yeah, we all experience it, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I seriously hope this actually, when I go to talking about the New Year's Eve, how my experience is, and before I seriously hope the battery doesn't like go empty, because I haven't charged this in a while, or for the past few days I didn't charge it at all. I didn't charge it recently, so hopefully it will last for me to talk everything about it. Okay, so and since I don't want to waste time, I'll go straight into what I experienced about New Year's Eve. Um, it, I'll just say on New Year's Eve and on New Year's Day or something. Well, mostly on New Year's Eve. Um, it was rather of a, I would say, mostly calm New Year's Eve I've experienced, before the whole fireworks thing and the transition to 2014 at least. I mostly stayed at home. I usually actually go away uh, on New Year's Eve, so with family and stuff, to actually go, but I don't know. This year we felt like me and my parents to actually just stay at home and just celebrate it in a calmer way, and it was rather calm. There wasn't really too much fireworks before the New Year's Eve thing than I expected. So yeah, but in the fireworks transition, yeah, when the transition to 2014 to 14, yeah, it was pretty exciting. And I actually launched a whole lot of fireworks myself, and some explosives. A lot of it mostly with my friend XLR. So, and yeah, mostly going to be talking about that too. So yeah, don't worry. And I'm gonna be showing you the fireworks. I actually filmed the fireworks, but I'm only gonna save it to the end because I want to talk about some of the minor things, like the explosions and stuff about it. The explosions that I've gone through before the New Year's Eve thing. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of stuff. Mostly we went through that in the past few years we used me and XLR used a whole bunch of ex explosives, legal explosives, to actually blow up just outside, and just some things like a glass bottle or something, or just places somewhere. But now we actually gone a whole into brave territory, and going into some of the abandoned bunkers. Well, mostly one that is the most exciting, because yeah, and I've recorded a bit of it. I didn't record all of it, so yeah, I'm gonna be talking about how the bunker was for example, how my experience was is from outside. This is how the explosion is. And here's the explosion inside the bunker, or at least, yeah, pretty much inside the darkness of the bunker, abandoned one. Yeah, pretty loud, right? Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that that the audio doesn't pick up too much of the volume because, like, realistically, the explosions in there are like very, very loud. It's like, at least these explosions are mostly like with the Zookie ones, or like the basic, you know, if you light up and then it explodes, or just spin around and then it explodes. And some of them, like, and we use like also like a whole bunch of this year, like the whistling one, where it actually like shoots up in the air and then boom goes into, or like an angle to the air and then boom. We also did like this. It's sort of like, I think it's called like a circus blitz or something. It's like it's kind of like a combination between the whistling one and the Zookie. At least I call it now. It's like this one just spins around, shoots up in the air, and then it explodes. Sort of. I don't know. I didn't see it myself. Well, that's kind of how it goes. But I don't know. I didn't fully see it myself because a whole bunch of like I did is pretty going out my view. I'll explain it once I get to that part. The rest of the explosions I did with the Zookie ones. We did like a whole bunch of like, we actually put them inside the water to actually have them splash. And again with the bunkers, a few more. And placing them like in some places, like for this instance in a garbage can, which you can't see right now, but once it lights up, you actually can kind of see it, how it looks, and then it explodes. I don't think we caused too much damage to it, and yeah. And we also like put one inside like a staircase near a bridge. Like mostly below, and between like going like a whole bunch of parts in recording is like we did like when I'm with XLR, we kind of sometimes go to a transition where I film him doing something or he films me doing something, though it doesn't come out too clear of which one is which. But you can only recognize it from our voices if you like heard like XLR's voice, at least. I don't know. And also about like XLR, it's like right now as I'm filming this, I think his channel is like he doesn't have videos on his channel. He didn't delete them. He just he said to me that he actually like set them on private. I don't know. It's like he said to me, I don't exactly know what the hell is going on, but he said like he is actually like planning to start like a something else for his channel, but so far it's not doing that great, or at least he's doing the work, but not much progress has been done. I'm not going to go into too much detail because, to be honest, I don't know it myself either. But it's something like, I think it's like related to music or something that he's making. Anyways, getting off topic. And we also did like again, like I said earlier, with the whistling ones. Of course, we placed them inside the bunker, and it did turn out, some of them turned out pretty well, but some of them are just mostly good, either from this, my phone camera, running out of battery, or the explosion doesn't come out for some reason. What? Yeah, some of them were pretty weird, and we placed them a few other places here and there, but I don't know, I didn't feel too much of it, so you only get a few of these recordings here. And also about the bunker, I didn't say, it's like it's kind of abandoned. Why is there a bunker like around where I live? Well, Well, it's basically like a bunker, you know, like World War II with the whole, like, the Holocaust thing, and sort of thing, or, like, other stuff, like, near around World War II. That's basically what it is, and like, after, it's like, after a few, like, 10 or 20 years, they go abandoned and just leaves it out, it's just being there. And most of them are being open. Some of them are closed off, but most of them are just pretty much free, and you can do whatever the hell you want in there, sort of. So yeah, and this one in particular is actually quite interesting because, like, if you go deeper into it, it's like it goes complete darkness, and there's like a whole bunch of echo around, and there's like, well, mostly like there's, if you go further, there's like this huge tunnel like going to the other each side of it, and it just and there's like a whole bunch of echo. Even if you make a small sound, it actually echoes all over the place. And some of the clips, if you heard closely, you can actually like hear like my phone's like ring when I push the record button. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, and that's like the most exciting part. It's like usually like what I've heard when I hear like the explosions is like it's not as that loud, but it's still pretty loud. But once it's inside like that bunker and around the part where it has some walls and it can the explosion can echo around, yeah, that's like when the big impact comes in. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. It's pretty like an interesting year for me, the explosions of 2013 before going to 2014. So it was pretty exciting. How long have I been recording this, I wonder? Holy crap, 12 minutes, and I'm almost out of battery. Oh shit. I seriously hope it won't run out when I'm still talking. Yikes. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the Socialist Bus one. I recorded like 3 of them. I think, like, in total we have recorded, but actually no. We have one more, but I then decided to record because the battery was actually very low at the time, so yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, some of them turned out, only one turned out pretty interesting, I think. There actually, wait, actually, no, there were 2 circus booths I recorded, and one that is kind of like a circus booth, but not really. It's like mostly shoots sort of in the air, and then it explodes instead of like spinning around. And I'm not exactly sure if the circus booth does like spin around, flies up and explodes, but whatever. But it's still like that kind of Lego explosion is like in the second category of the fireworks things. I don't know exactly what it's called because yeah, I didn't do too much research on it. I just knew a few things when XLR told me.
Yeah, I'm
So
good.
yeah, some of them turned out pretty interesting. Like we did one like inside, as you're seeing here right now. It's like XLR running up to like a sort of like the sandbox around. It's actually like around a bridge in the street, and he lit it up, and then he closed down the lid. He ran back to me, and the explosion didn't go off that well, but the smoke was really, really cool looking, I will admit. And I don't know, it's pretty dangerous. I don't really recommend doing it because, I don't know, there might be cops around all over the place, you might get caught or something. So yeah, I don't really recommend it. And another one, the circus, but this one's pretty interesting. Too bad it didn't record that well. I really wish it did, and I wish I probably gone to a different angle. And I didn't totally expect this going up. And he said XLR told me the circus bus can go all like a whole bunch of crazy directions and stuff, like random directions. Well, this is kind of like how it happened. It took a while to actually light up the circus bus because the wind was actually pretty distracting. But once he followed up, it actually directly, it shoots up, and then it actually goes into the street, like on the bridge, and then it explodes over there. Luckily, no cars were actually hit there, or no accidents were caused because of that bang of the explosions. Thank goodness, because I was actually kind of worried about that one, because whoa. You probably saw my reaction of doing that, or right now you're seeing it. So yeah, that's pretty good. And the last one, the last circus but sort of thing we did is of course inside the bunker. And this one is probably the loudest one. Too bad you can't really experience it yourself that much. But trust me, it was pretty loud, and the shaking was the best part of it as well. And of course, the explosions, kaboom. What the hell kind of sound is that? Like a kabooing with the explosions? What the hell? Anyway, just watch this.